For the next few hours, nothing exists except for Cleveland High School sports. Because the Quad Brothers are here. Outlaw!
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the show, Quad Brothers Sports Show, that is. My name is Kevin Hanley. Got my peoples in the building with me. Got the homie Eli Robinson.
What up?
Got the homie Phil Rucker.
Yeah.
Reggie Reg is out tonight. All right, man. So we really only had one game that we went to this weekend. It was Beechwood at Wycliffe. Eli went out there, held it down. Shout out to Eli for holding it down for the crew. On his own out there at... it was cold that night too, man.
Yeah, it was. Pretty chilly.
You had a hoodie on though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see? All right, so we went to that, so we'll talk about that. Looking at some of these scores, we had some barbecue chicken going around this weekend as well. Ooh, some of y'all got dusted. One game in particular I picked, I'm not really sure why I did that. I could probably have a better record in our picks if I didn't pick that particular game, but I guess it is what it is. So that me try to show love sometimes, man.
You don't really want the belt.
I guess not. I'm like 7 games off the pace, man. 7 games off. Ugh, 7 games off. So we got a great show lined up for you guys tonight. You know, we'll hit the scores and some of the games from over the weekend. Got a couple of guests coming up at 7:15. The quarterback of the Glenville Tar Brothers, William Anglin, will join us on the show. At 8 o'clock, the head coach of the Brush Arcs, Edmund Hall, will join us as well. And at 8:15, as usual, Coach Riz will be sliding through. And we'll do our predictions with Coach Riz. Looks like Coach has opened up his league just a little bit more over Eli.
He did.
Somebody thought Solon was going to beat Minner.
Nah.
I thought it was going to be a shocker.
Nope.
I thought it was going to be an upset.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have been that surprised had it happened. But no, not that one. Not that game. Or somebody at this table picked a dub to beat Shaw. I think I was the only one to do that. Shout out Warrensville.
Oh, they only won by 6.
Hey, whatever. A win's a win, sir. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Warrensville. Thank you very much.
Team, yeah.
Hey. Nah, come on. Nope. We're not going to diss Shaw. We're not. Hey. They got the win.
Kev, you know who I am.
I know who you are.
You know me for what? How many years?
Why'd y'all pick Shaw though? But I don't know. What about Shaw had you? Was it more about Shaw or more about Warrensville?
More about Warrensville.
More about Warrensville. Yeah. Shout out Warrensville. I got you. I told you I got your back. Shout out Warrensville. Got you. So talk about that as well. Browns going tomorrow night. Spotlight time. Let's see it. Monday night. Nobody else playing but the Browns and the 49ers.
And Jarvis Landry did clear concussion protocol.
Mm-hmm. So Landry will be back.
That's nice.
Antonio Callaway will be back too.
That's nice. Run the ball.
I see you picked him up in a fantasy league. I see you did.
I did.
I tried to get him. I ain't gonna lie. I tried to get him. I was thinking that this was the week that we could add a player and not have to drop anybody. So I was trying to do it. And then once I looked at my roster, I'm like, you know what? There's really nobody on my roster that I want to drop and add Antonio Callaway.
Dude, Allen Robinson is trash. That's why I dropped his ass.
Okay. All right.
I'm waiting for Hollywood. Hollywood Higgins.
Yeah. What's he got? A couple more games?
That's why.
You got a couple more games left till he's back?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Kareem Hunt will be back in a couple games too, right?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, God.
well, no, this is just week 4. So, no. Yeah, this is week 4.
Well, you got 4 more weeks.
No.
You got 4 more weeks.
You got 4 more weeks.
Okay,
Yeah.
4 more weeks. Okay. And then Kareem Hunt will be back, and then we'll see. We'll see where they are by that time. But tomorrow night, they're going up against the 49ers. The 3-0 San Francisco 49ers, if you need them.
Who has, San Francisco really played, though?
I don't know, but all I know they're 3-0. Dallas is getting exposed. King Aaron the 12th working them boys. Shout out King Aaron the 12th.
I saw that game.
Mm-hmm.
Dak is Dak ain't worth no money.
Mhm.
Now Zeke is worth the money, but Dak is terrible.
Somebody call Skip Bayless. Skip, wait. Oh man, I wanna see Undisputed tomorrow. You know I'm gonna give him the business.
So 49ers have beaten the Buccaneers, the Bengals, and the Steelers.
Oh hey man, still 3-0. Still 3-0.
Well, that's what they said about the Baltimore Ravens, and the Baltimore Ravens didn't really beat anybody before they faced us.
Oh, hey man, I'm just. You know what I say? You are what your record says you are. Shout out to Coach Parcells. You are what your record says you are. It is what it is. So we'll see how that go. But I think it's an opportunity for the Browns to really show, hey man, if they can go out there and put their foot on the 49ers' neck, it'll start that it'll keep that momentum going off of that Baltimore win.
Do you know who I'm glad is like actually back in the defense? Demarius Randall. I'm gonna tell you why, because he's kind of the leader of that defense.
Yeah,
he is the lead.
No,
that defensive backs. Yeah, the defensive backs. Yes,
he would be
because wherever Randall goes, that's where the DBs is gonna go.
Yeah. I mean,
he
pretty
brings
soon,
that energy, man.
Pretty soon it'll be Ward. It'll be Denzel Ward. Pretty soon. But yeah, I would say he's like that. He's the veteran presence because they have Ward, Greedy, Randall. Who's the other safety? Who's the other safety they got out? I think the other safety that's back there. I don't even know. But anyway, so it'll be a good test to see them. They're gonna have to face. They got there's San Francisco has some weapons. Jimmy Garoppolo, George Kittle. I need like 3 touchdowns from you tomorrow. And I need like 3 touchdowns from you tomorrow, bro. I need some points from Kittle and Seibert.
I want to thank Cash Money for sitting Josh Jacobs down.
I want to know. I should just go and post on the page right now because I just want to know: is there a reason that you started 2 running backs and left Josh Jacobs on the bench? What was the thought process behind that?
I'm glad I sat down Delaney Walker and put Zach Ertz in because he got me a touchdown today.
I just want to know what the reasoning was. I can't understand. I can't understand it. What was the reasoning for that? That's what I want to know. You sat Josh Jacobs and started 2 Rams running backs? Huh?
It's weird.
That's really weird. I'm just gonna ask right now because I gotta know.
Now you see, I'm not talking any crap this week.
Because I
know I'm 1-3, and I really needed this win, so I toned it down a notch. Okay,
you haven't gotten the win yet. He still has Garoppolo and Robbie
I got
Gould.
the dub though.
Yeah,
I got the dub.
You got the win.
I got the win.
He still has Garoppolo and Robbie Gould going tomorrow night, and if the score doesn't change, conceivably, depending on how well the Browns defense plays, 19 points between a quarterback and a kicker ain't that far fetched.
I need the Browns defense to shut down Jimmy G.
I need you to win so I can win my division. That's what I need.
If Jimmy gets like 3 touchdowns with that and 3 extra points by Robbie Gould,
I'm done.
There's your loss right there. There's an L for you right there.
Help you to help me.
So you need the Browns.
Now you root for me, right?
Help you to help me. I told Kev on the ride over, I will gladly put my personal bias aside because I need this bag. So go ahead and get that W so I can move to the top of the division. Matter of fact, what week is next week? Week 5 next week.
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Yeah. What week do we play each other?
No, it'll be week 6 because I'll be
Week
2 and
6?
3 after this.
Yeah. So it's some week we play each other, and I can't wait for that.
Why, Phil?
Because I want to kick your ass. That's why.
Wow. All right. No, and yes, you're much more mellow right now, and that's great.
No, let him get a couple wins on this belt. You know he gonna be right back.
The train.
As soon as if he get to 3-3, the train gonna be rolling.
I learned my lesson. Okay, when you said it was some killers in this league, I didn't understand this.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I believe when I see it too.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
I believe when I see it.
We told you that for 9 straight months. You didn't want to listen.
I believe.
I believe it. I don't believe it. Nope.
When I see it, I'll believe it. But good on you because I really thought you was going. But it's here's the thing. I honestly never go on until everybody's done playing. I never go on a page talking. I never do it. I just don't. Something in me won't let me go on until the game is actually over. Like when I was playing Eli, I wanted to so bad. I wanted to. But not until it was absolutely over.
Because it comes back to backfire. Because I almost got, you don't understand how salty I still am about week 1. Yep. I almost caught Larry. Larry was talking so much trash. And I hadn't played my quarterback. If I had just got one extra point, you don't know how bad I would have gave it. I would have gave it to Larry so bad.
Yep.
But alas.
Yep.
That's all right.
So that's why even when I was playing Eli, man, as bad as I wanted to, I was like, nah, I can't. I'm gonna wait until it's all over and said and done. But then that gives you time to get your whatever you want to say locked and loaded.
Get your pictures, get your memes ready,
all that, your gifs and all that. Get time to get it locked and loaded. But I want to just sit and wait, and like I said, for you need to be rooting hard for the Browns. I know you will be just because you're a fan, but with him going, because now it's the thing with you that you've already played golf, so your quarterback is done. The quarterback really in that league, the quarterbacks are really the most important thing. The quarterback, if you still have a quarterback, you could be down 12, 13 points. You got a quarterback, 2 touchdown passes, depending on the length of the pass, the touchdown pass. That's it. You can take the lead. With a 35-yard touchdown pass and like a 40-yard touchdown pass, you can take the lead. You down 12, 13 points, and that's it. Yeah, that's your lead. You got it. So hopefully they can shut down Garoppolo and Robbie Gould. That'll be the best bet. If the score stays, now if you add on some more points, it's obviously going to make it harder for him. But if the score stays as it is, 19 points between a kicker and a quarterback, it's not too far-fetched.
And I picked up 2 Browns players. I picked up Callaway and I picked up Hilliard. Yeah,
but you really think that Hilliard's going to give you anything tomorrow night?
No.
Well, the past 2 games he scored a touchdown. So
okay, so you got an extra point. So now you have 20. You have 20. You have 54-34. So not too bad. Look at Atomic Dogs, 100. But that was 110 to 90. It seems like a basketball score, 110 to 96. So I'm down 46-13. That's a wrap, man. I've already conceded. It's a wrap.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm not coming back from that because I only have Kittle and Seibert going tomorrow night. That's it. Damn you, Tampa Bay gave up 457 yards of offense.
Wow.
You suck, Tampa Bay. Seriously. And one night stand still has Mahomes going.
I'll tell you another team that sucks. The Washington Redskins.
We knew this. Yeah, we knew this.
Not only do they suck, they're just dumb.
Yep.
Why would you even throw Dwayne Haskins out there?
Did you hear Jay Gruden didn't even want Dwayne Haskins?
I think Jay Gruden's got bigger problems, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, his ass is on the hot seat right now.
Did you see that post that showed what looked to be Jay Gruden with a young girl smoking weed and doing some other stuff?
Yeah,
oh no!
Yeah,
I
saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
Where was that at? I need to look that up.
Looks like it was Jay Gruden. I'm not saying for sure, but it looks like it was Jay Gruden. Smoking weed with a young girl and doing something else. I don't know.
Well, if I was a Cincinnati Bengals coach, I would actually, pack my bags. I know it's his first year, but yeah, they're 0-5 right now.
Now if that was true, with Jay Gruden, dude, why? Like, don't you know that everybody's got a self? What are you doing, Jay Gruden? All right, we'll come back to that in a second. Right now, join us on the phone line. He is the quarterback of the Glenville Tar Butters. His name is William Anglin. He joins us right now on the show. William, how you doing, my brother?
I'm good. How you doing today, sir?
Doing fine, man. Doing fine. Thanks for taking time out of the evening to join us. We really appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah, you got it, man. All right, so let's get right into it, man. William, you guys, you started out 0-3, but now you guys sit at 3-3, 3-game winning streak. And you've outscored your opponents 130-0 in your last 3 games. What's been the key to that turnaround for you guys?
I think it's just like us coming together. I think we're trying to come together more. We don't like that feeling of losing. But yeah.
Can you talk, William, about speaking of that feeling of losing? You playing at Glenville. Can you talk about that Glenville tradition and what that means to you to uphold that tradition?
I mean a lot because people they look back at us like people set the bar for us, and then we not living up to that standard. Then it makes them look bad, and it make everybody else look bad who been a part of it.
How often do you guys get to possibly interact with some of the men that have come through Glenville and have made it to the NFL, to Ted Ginn and such guys of that nature? How often do you guys get to interact with those guys? How often does that happen?
Very often. We interact with them very often. Like a couple weeks ago, Cardell Jones was just up here.
Okay.
Our first game, Shane Wynn was there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and we get a lot of them to come back and talk to us. Like my quarterback coach, he used to play for Iowa.
Okay.
And he come back, he still train me or whatever.
Nice. So now, how do you embrace that role of being a leader on the team? How do you embrace that? And are you more of a vocal leader, or do you kind of more lead by example?
Like I said, it's like a mixture of both. For real, it's a mixture of both because we got a young team for real. We got a real young team, and none of us barely played together. Like we probably got 5, I want to say, returning varsity starters.
Uh-huh.
So like we gotta get everybody to buy in, but we gotta lead by example, and we gotta be vocal too.
So what was the message to the team when you guys start out the season again? You start out 0-3. What was the message to the team at that point? Was it like, all right, just focus, we're gonna get this turned around, or what was the message to the team at that point?
We gotta take every game like it's our last now, because the next game we lose, we probably not even gonna have a playoff spot. So like that's what everybody has to realize. Like if y'all want the season to end shortly, play around and we just see what happens. It's like the first 3 games.
I like that. William Anglin, quarterback of the Glenville Tar Heels, is our guest. So how do you think, William, that your skill set best fits at the offense that you run? How do you think you best fit into that offense?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, how do you think your skill set best fits the offense that you guys run there at Glenville?
Oh, because we starting to put in an option. So like I can move, so with that make a defense like, oh, this is a dual threat quarterback. Y'all sleep, y'all fall back on the pass, he might take off. Y'all think about the run, he might throw it behind y'all. So like it make it hard to defend.
Does that if someone were to call you a running quarterback, is that a label that would bother you at all? Is that a label that bothers you if someone calls you a running quarterback?
No, not at all. I just prove them wrong.
Absolutely. So now, okay, again, 3-game winning streak, 4 games left. What do you guys need to do to focus and finish strong in these last 4 games?
Just keep coming together, like keep buying in, trust the process. We gotta basically ride or die for each other. Like it's time to go.
How do you balance your responsibilities as quarterback of the football team? Because I know a lot comes with that. How do you balance the responsibilities of being the leader of the football team with being a leader in the classroom as well and leading by example in that area?
I mean, it's like I'm the quarterback. So like everybody, like 9 times out of 10, everybody know who the quarterback is. So me, as I'm walking through the halls, I get a lot of, oh, what's up? Good game. Y'all did good. Keep doing what you're doing. So that telling me like somebody's watching me. I got a lot of people watching me.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna set the example, and I'm keep doing good, so everybody know like, oh, doing good can lead you into good ways.
No doubt. Can you talk about, William, your family structure, and how that plays a factor into you getting this far, and how they've helped you get along as far as you are?
Oh yeah. My mother, she always pushed me. I got a single mom. She always pushed me. She pushed me to do better every time. And then I got younger siblings. Like my little brother, he played for our uni team.
Okay.
He looking up to me, so I gotta give him something to look up to. And now me doing what I'm doing, he got higher standards, and I want him to be ready to accept them expectations and standards that he got to meet.
That's what's up. Now I know you've had multiple offers from colleges. How have you been handling that process, and have you narrowed your choices down at all?
Not really. I'm waiting to like towards the end of the season, but I don't want to wait too late. So, I've been talking to coaches. I've been talking to my mom about stuff. So yeah, I have, but not really. But I have been narrowing down offers though.
Is that a pretty? Can that be a pretty stressful process when you get to talking about recruiting and talking to college coaches, and then you and your mom got to sit down and figure things out? Can that get pretty stressful at times?
It was at a point the last winter, like they were just coming in crazy, like they were just rolling. A lot of coaches calling. They telling you one coach will tell you call at the same time as another coach. So like it was like at a point it was stressful, but it's not that stressful as you might think it is.
Absolutely. Can you speak on some of the schools you've had contact with? Is that something you can speak on at the moment?
You said that's something I can speak on every moment?
Yeah, like can you just list some of the colleges that you have had contact with?
Yeah, I had contact with Colorado. That's my latest offer.
Okay.
Indiana was just at our game Friday. I chopped it up with him a little bit. Ball State coach hit me up every once in a while. Cincy coach, they hit me up every week. Bowling Green, they used to talk to me a lot. Toledo, Kent, yeah, I talk to them a lot for real. But the lady I've been talking to is Indiana and Colorado.
That's nice, Colorado, man. That's nice. Big Pac-12. No, is it Pac-12? That's Pac-12. No, yes, Pac-12. That's Pac-12.
That's
okay, Pac-12. They used to be Big 12. No, they're Pac-12. Okay.
Yep.
So now because we have a gentleman on our staff here that's an alumnus of Bowling Green, we always ask if anyone's talked to Bowling Green. You said they used to. So has Bowling Green kind of fallen back, like they're not really reaching out to you like that anymore?
Yeah, but I can't understand it. You know, it's during the season, but the whole off season, probably December through probably April or May, I just talk to them every week. Like,
we need you, man. I did Notre Dame game yesterday. Yeah, we need a quarterback.
Y'all gonna write about that?
Don't do it.
Well, listen. Hey, William, man, I'm glad we finally got you on the show. It's been a while. We wanted to try to do it sooner. It just didn't work out, but I'm glad we got you on the show right now, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we proud of you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and good luck the rest of the way. And we'll definitely be reaching out to you later on, okay?
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man. Take care.
All right, you too.
All right. William Anglin, quarterback of the Glenville Tar Blooders. Now, they start out 1-3. Now they're 3-3. 130-0 is the last three games. That's how they've been beating their opponents. 130-0.
I'm
just saying.
Don't do it.
All right, Bo. All right, BG. So
don't do it.
After that game yesterday, that was terrible.
Yeah,
that was terrible, man.
I'm not sure why you.
I told you what it was. I was 2 points off. I told him 54-0. And what was the score? 52-0.
52-0. Shout out William, man. Thank you very much, man. We appreciate it. Glenville, man, Glenville been running the Senate for a minute, man. They've been running the Senate for a long time.
Glenville used to run the city, man. I can't believe how much NFL talent has come
since
through.
my cousin was there, man.
They've been running for a minute.
Yeah,
they been running for a minute. So, speaking of Senate, let me do something real quick. You know me. Let me do something real quick. Hold on. So I want to say something to the kids to the young men that play in the Senate League. All right. So I know we've had correspondences from some of you. You know, you guys are saying, hey, you know, come check us out at this game. Come check us out at that game. So the reason that we don't get out to a lot of Senate games, or really no Senate games, it's because unfortunately this show right here is not our full-time gig. It's not what we do full-time. The four of us have day jobs. And so with the way that the Senate schedules their games, it's hard for us to get to a 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock start. So I don't want you guys in the Senate League to be like, oh, man, Choir Brothers don't love us. Choir Brothers ain't got no love for us. Choir Brothers don't want to support us. Choir Brothers, I don't want none of that to be going through your head, because it's not that. You just understand that, you know, it's hard to get to a 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock start, because we all four have day jobs. It's not our full-time gig. So don't think that the Choir Brothers ain't got love for you. We don't support you. Nothing could be further from the truth, but it's just kind of hard. Well, that's my word. We're going to do our best to get out to a game this year. That's my word. I give you my word on that. We're going to really try to get out to a Senate League game this year. I think I'm looking at the schedule, man. I'm gonna really look hard and try to get one, because y'all do deserve that. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want you to think that we've forgotten about you. The Quad Brothers don't care. The Quad Brothers, no, that's not true. We got love for the Center League. It's hard with the scheduling. You know what I mean? When I got to work, Phil got to work, Eli got to work, Reggie got to work. To get to a 3:00 game, we all still at work. You know what I mean? We all still there. So for us to get to a Center League game, it's some finagling that's got to happen. Because usually we like to send 2 people to the game. You know, but just like when we at work, we got to follow the rules like everybody else. If you can't get off, you can't get off. You know what I mean? You can't take money out your pocket to go to a game, unfortunately. Yeah. So you got to try to plan it out. But again, that's my word, man. We're going to try to get to a Center game before the end of this. I'm going to try real hard to get to a Center game before the end of the season. Because we haven't done a Center League. We haven't done like a Shaw game or a John Hay. We haven't done any of that yet.
Since we rebranded this show.
Since we rebranded the show, we haven't done that. So we need to get back to that. So that's my word. So we're gonna try to look out for y'all, man, for real. Thank you again to William Anglin, quarterback of the Glenville Tar Brothers, for coming through. We appreciate that. So let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll chop it up some more. We'll go over some scores in high school football. We'll talk a little Buckeyes. I'm not worried about Michigan at all. I was worried about Michigan State. We see how that went. Now, Wisconsin. We need to go out there and make a statement against Wisconsin. That's what needs to happen. That's not next, but it's coming.
Oh, okay.
It's coming up close, but that's not next. But that's who I need to. Somebody told me, a guy that I know that's a fan of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. You know, they're undefeated too. I see you in the Big Ten championship game. Man, please. You think we worried about Minnesota?
Wow.
Man, get up out of here.
What happened?
Nobody worried about Minnesota. Wisconsin is who I'm worried about. Minnesota, please. All right, man. You got to take us out. What's the name of the song?
All right, the name of the song is called Evil Angry by Silver Kruger. This is the Quad Brothers Sports Show on One Unit Media Network.
Yep. Welcome back to the show. Once again, thank you to William Anglin, the quarterback of the Glenville Tar Brothers, for coming through. And to his credit, man, I got to say this. To his credit, when we put out the top 25 in the Rising Star list, he was none too happy about being on the Rising Star list, and I get that. I'm not mad at him for that. He was not happy about it. You know, but he sucked it up. He went out there and he's playing well. And he came on the show. Wasn't no hard feelings. It was still love. So we appreciate it for that. As we always say about our list, everybody can't be on the list. But he wasn't the only one that wasn't happy about it. He was not happy about it. But it is what it is. That we wasn't tripping off of it. You know what I mean? So shout out to him, man. He came through and that was a great interview. He's got Colorado, man.
That's Pac-12.
Pac-12, bro.
But I wonder if they'll play him at quarterback though, because a big program like that, they also got 5-star recruits coming in. Yeah. Not saying that he's not a 5-star.
No, yeah, but I'm trying to think. I'd have to go back and look. I don't know. I mean, I have to go back and look. But honestly, I would think to me,
that's still a Power 5 conference, though.
Yeah, and to me, Colorado hasn't had a really good, dynamic quarterback since Cordell Stewart.
I was just about to say, like it's been a long time
since Colorado had a good, dynamic quarterback.
I can understand Indiana. Indiana would be good.
Yeah,
still Power 5.
Come in. Yep, you come in poaching Ohio for some players. I get that too. Yep, I get Indiana. If it were me, it might be down to those two, Indiana and Colorado. I'd probably throw Toledo in there.
You would say that. You would say that, damn it.
Well, honestly, look, man. I know people.
Did you guys see that game yesterday? We need all the quarterback help we need.
That's why. That game yesterday is why I would not go if I was William Manning. That game yesterday is.
You
why
know
I
it's a rebuilding year, right?
Y'all been rebuilding forever.
Last time we won the MAC championship was 2015.
Okay, and that was 4 years ago.
That class is gone. Long gone.
If it were me, if I was William and I was making that decision, and my choices are Colorado, Indiana, Toledo, and Bowling Green. I'm sorry, Indiana and Colorado have the upper hand, and Colorado's probably first on the list. Because you play in Colorado, that means you're playing teams like UCLA, USC, Washington State, Arizona State, Oregon.
I get it. It's a
Utah.
Power 5 conference.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like Arizona, you know what I'm saying? So to me, if it were me, Colorado would be first on the list. Now, it just depends because remember when we had Torrance Davis on, he said he went to Kentucky because he kind of wanted to do his own thing, and he could have. He said, "Yeah, I talked to Ohio State. I could have went to Ohio State, but I wanted to kind of blaze my own path." He went to Kentucky, still Power 5, but it's a team that's kind of up and coming. Kentucky's kind of up and coming. If Bowling Green was kind of up and coming, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? You might be that final piece.
Give it 2 more years.
He ain't got 2 years to wait. Got to go get it now. If you can go Power 5 right now, as opposed to going to the MAC and you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Be honest. I know you're an alum, but be honest. What would you do if your offers are on the table are Indiana, Colorado, Bowling Green, and Toledo? Where are you going? Take your alumni status out of it for just 1 second. You William Anglin or you any quarterback. Where you going?
He know where he going.
Just keep it funky.
I would choose Indiana. Actually, one of the 2 schools.
I'm going Colorado because it's still Power 5 and.
Well, Indiana's still
Indiana's Power 5. Indiana's Power 5. I get that, but Indiana, I don't know.
You're not winning the Big Ten at Indiana.
You're not winning the Big 12 at Colorado.
You got a better chance of
doing that. Yeah, you got a better chance at Colorado than you do at Indiana.
Than at Indiana.
Because who's
in the Pac-12?
Who's the toughest team at? Not it wasn't Torrance Davis. Sorry, it was Devontae Traynham who said he could have went to Ohio State, but he chose to go to Arizona State because he wanted to do his own thing. So really, think about. Let's look at the Pac-12. Who are the teams in the Pac-12 that you are just going to run rush out of? Oregon, maybe. Oregon's probably the best team in the Pac-12.
That's it.
Washington,
no.
USC is coming back. USC is coming back, but Utah's pretty good. Even though they lost to USC, Utah's still pretty good.
Nah.
Utah was ranked 10th at one point this season.
Y'all all are garbage.
No, Utah's not garbage. Utah's
are you serious?
The whole Pac-12 is garbage.
I mean, it used to be.
No, Utah's not garbage. Utah's not garbage. Utah's not garbage. Utah was 10th ranked.
Until you go to a bowl game and win a bowl game, your conference is garbage.
I don't know when the last time Utah went to a bowl game, but I just know Utah was ranked 10th when USC beat them, and they called it an upset. And I remember thinking to myself, I never thought I'd see the day where USC beating Utah is considered an upset.
Yeah.
But that was
I'm looking at these.
Utah's not bad. Utah's a pretty good team. Utah's a pretty good team.
Might have times have changed.
Right. So Oregon and Utah, as far as skills, will probably be the best teams in the Pac-12. Probably.
And Oregon State.
But
Stanford is pretty good.
USC, you think about just the name brand. Obviously, USC and UCLA and Stanford and those teams.
Arizona is 4-1 right now.
Mm-hmm. See, so if my offers are Colorado, Indiana, Toledo, and Bowling Green,
he said Ball State too.
Yeah, Boston. I'm going to Colorado. Sorry, see you later.
Yeah, Colorado right now 3-2 and they're 1-1. They're one game behind Arizona.
I'm out. I'm going to Colorado.
Come on, Arizona State 4-1, 1-1. I am personally going to be rooting for Arizona State next year.
Herm and Demonte.
All
be there
day.
too. Yep. Damn, what
they got Marvin Lewis too.
Terry McLaurin, 3 catches for 51 yards. This sucks. Tampa Bay's defense was terrible. Terrible. And I'm losing 46-13.
I'm really looking forward to this NBA season.
Why?
I don't know.
I kind of drove past the Rocket Mortgage Field House. It looks kind of nice, man.
It is. Inside, it's beautiful.
All right. So
get your squad together.
Chetty Osman said that in
who?
Right. He said in a couple of years he expects the Cavs to be one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA.
Who?
Right. I don't know where that's coming from. I mean, I guess he's confident. And that's
who?
Cool.
I love that confidence, man.
I don't. You're trash.
In a couple of years.
In a couple years, I hope they find. And please, our Caucasian listeners, don't take this as an offense. But in a couple years, if they don't find a black person to put on the wing out there, I'm smacking the Cavs in the face. Stop drafting these white small forwards. Stop. I'm sorry.
Hey.
You don't have the athleticism. You don't have the elite scoring ability to keep up with the elite small forwards in the game. You're not Kevin Durant. You're not Giannis. You're not LeBron. You're not even Chetty Osman and what Dylan what is it?
Wilder.
Wilder.
Yeah.
Well, let's see Dylan Windler.
He got range. He can shoot.
Yeah, let's see Dylan Windler play first against those guys and see what happens. Do people think Matthew Dellavedova could hang with? I'm just saying. Let's see what. But honestly though, Phil, who can't hang in the LeBron can't hang with Kevin Durant in this league. So who can hang with Kevin Durant? Nobody can hang with Kevin Durant. LeBron can't hang with Kevin Durant. So look, let's not set the bar that high.
I need my bar that high.
LeBron can't hang with Kevin Durant, so I would expect Dylan. Let's see Windler play. Look, man, I know Windler can shoot. Let's see what Garland can do with Sexton back there in the backcourt, and then go from there. Those are the 3 guys that I really care about: Windler, Garland, and Sexton. Jordan
what about
Clarkson,
Porter Jr.?
Well, I think Byland said he wants to play Clarkson at the 3. I believe he said he wants Clarkson at the 3.
What about Kevin Porter?
He's going to be coming off the bench.
Okay.
Oh.
He's going to be coming off the bench.
Why is Kevin Love still on this roster? How about that? Why is Kevin Love
because
still on
nobody wants him. Who
wants an expensive contract?
Who wants somebody that still owed $100 and some million and only played 17 games last year?
Here's the good news though. Next season, I just saw an article yesterday. Next season, there are only 8 teams in the NBA that will have salary cap space, and the Cavs are one of them. We'll have about $35 million in cap space next season. 8 teams. Think about it. Out of 13, only 8 will have salary cap space. And the Cavs, what up? The Hawks are going to have $78 million in cap space.
Kev, I'm about to bust your boat real quick. You know why? Number 1, nobody's coming here. No. Number 2, there's nobody's a free agent next year. Free agency is garbage next year.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're going to get, it's not going to be like a Kevin Durant to Brooklyn situation. But, if you can bring in some solid role players, listen, man, role players are important too. If you can bring in some solid role players and you got money to do it, the Hawks have $78 million.
The Hawks are going to be very entertaining this year. I can't wait for that.
Led by who?
Trae Young.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Trae Young.
Trae Young.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Trae Young.
Come on.
Eli, you still owe
There
you
you
still,
There you go. Come on,
you
give
still
it to
owe
me.
that man an apology, Eli.
I apologize.
Yeah, Trae Young.
I was sorry. I didn't think he could ball out like he did, but he balled that second half of the season. He balled.
It's going to be interesting. Jordan Clarkson at the 3. I never really thought about him as a 3. But
I don't like him starting, period. I like him coming off the bench.
You know what? I've decided I'm gonna. I know he came from that school up north. I'm gonna give this head coach a chance. I'm gonna give him a chance, and we'll see what he does. We'll see what he does.
I have decided that I have purchased NBA League Pass, and I won't be watching the Cavs that much this
People
season.
that I know a few people that are fans of Michigan that know Michigan basketball, and they say this coach is going to be pretty good. They say he's going to be pretty good. So I'll give him a chance, and we'll see. Look, we didn't think David Blatt was going to be any good. Now, granted, he had LeBron James, but David Blatt had him playing defense. You say what you want about David Blatt. David Blatt had the Cavaliers playing defense.
Facts.
Say what you want about him. They played defense under David Blatt. So that number one, Byline or Bayline or however you say it, let that be priority number one. Play some damn defense. Let that be number one. And then go from there. Jordan Clarkson at the 3. So you'd have Clarkson. So potentially your lineup would be who would play the center? Kevin Love? Who's going to play center?
Thompson.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. So Tristan at the center, Kevin Love at the 4, Clarkson at the 3, Garland at the shooting guard, and Sexton at point.
Yeah.
Sexton should be playing off the ball. Put Garland at the 1.
Well, let me. First of all, if Sexton and Garland in your backcourt, you're going to be trash at defense anyway.
Yeah.
They're both little, and they both can't defend very well.
Okay.
So
Well, I mean, I don't
it's
know.
going to be a long season. I tell people I'm telling y'all now, it's going to be another long season. It's going to be more entertaining than last year
we should all
was.
expect it. Anybody in Cleveland that expects anything other than that is fooling themselves.
If you get to 20 wins, I'll be surprised.
Look at Dallas coming back. Packers 34, Cowboys 24, 3:45 left in the fourth quarter.
No, they
Amari
done.
Cooper just scored on a 53-yard touchdown.
They're done. That's it. That's a wrap.
Come on, Green Bay. Hold on, baby. 3 minutes left. Hold on.
All hail King
Aaron,
12th.
hold on, Aaron. Hold on.
What is that? What is that? 4-on-1?
The Packers would be yes. Yeah.
Wow, Mason Crosby just gave me 9 points.
So you have even further then. Okay. Yeah, 57-34. All right. So
Yes.
See?
Let's go Untouchables. Yes.
Wait a minute. Atomic Dogs. Ooh, Atomic Dogs and the Wallbangers. Now it's close. Now it's 110 to 109.
Oh, wow.
Because the Wallbangers have they got. Oh no, wait. Who do they have? Oh, he's got Amari Cooper.
Oh.
Look at Amari Cooper's stat line: 11 catches, 226 yards, and a touchdown.
Wow.
Yikes, Green Bay.
How many points? 10.
That'll be 18 points.
Oh, 220. Man.
And he had Chris Godwin, 7 catches, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he had Michael Thomas, 11 catches, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Woo!
But the thing that messed him up, well, no, Carolina's defense had 2 sacks, 3 fumble recoveries, and a touchdown. Wow, man. What are you talking, Eli?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Allen Robinson is trash. You gave him up. He scored 16 points. What are you talking about?
I mean, he just didn't work for me. So.
Well.
7 catches, 97 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I hope. Did you give him up, and then he picked Allen Robinson up because he left him on the bench?
Yeah, he picked him up then.
Yeah, he did.
One game does not a season make, Eli.
Impatient.
That man had 16 points.
Impatient young Skywalker.
Yup.
I was just tired of him putting him in the lineup. 0, 0, 0.
It be like that sometimes, though. You got to wait. You got to be patient.
I can't be patient, all right? I got dudes talking about me on Facebook. I need to get this train rolling.
You just dummied up. You gave up a starting receiver in the end. You gave up a starter. You just gave him away, and now somebody got him, and they're on his bench for 16 points. He's got Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston had 15 points this week.
Got a
Jameis.
solid squad.
I see you, Jameis. He got a man. He got. So his starting was Tom Brady. He still got Nick Chubb going tomorrow. He might win. He might come back and win this game.
That's squad right there.
He might come back and win this game. The other guys got DeMarcus Robinson from Kansas City's going. So Atomic Dogs has DeMarcus Robinson from Kansas City going tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night? You mean tonight?
Tonight. And the Wallbangers has. They got Amari Cooper playing right now. And that's it. Mark Cooper's it. No, he's got Nick Chubb going tomorrow night. So the Wallbangers had Tom Brady, Nick Chubb, Mark Ingram, David Montgomery, Amari Cooper, Chris Godwin, Michael Thomas, Mark Andrews from Baltimore, Jake Elliott from Philly, and the Panthers defense. Not a bad game between those two. You shouldn't have gave him up, Eli. I think you might have messed up. with that one. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Right now, all that matters is that you're leading by 23 points. That's gonna that's gonna be a little hard. That might be a little hard to overcome unless Garoppolo just goes off tomorrow night. So if they can keep Garoppolo in check, you're good to go. Because obviously if Garoppolo scores touchdowns, then the kicker's gonna get points, yada yada yada. So right now you're up 23. So that might be a little hard to top.
Yes.
If Jimmy don't go off. So,
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So if Jimmy don't go off, you're good to go. Now if Jimmy does go off, well,
Let me win my division again this year. Yeah, I say it again. Yeah.
You did win it last year as a rookie.
I did that.
Why you looking at me when you say that?
I did that. Set the bar, rookie.
Man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I might try to hit that. If I can make it happen, I might try to hit that John Marshall Glenville this Friday. I'm not saying it for sure, so I don't want nobody out to listen and think it'll be. I'm just saying I'm gonna try. That's a 3:00 start. That's even worse than a 4:00 start.
Let me know. I'm off this Friday.
I might try. it. We'll see how it go. I don't really like missing out on cash, but like I said, you deserve it, Center. So we'll see how it go. We'll see. So Eli, you might be safe, man. You might get a reprieve, a stay of execution from the governor.
Oh, because if you was gonna go 1-4, it was over and it was coming.
Just hope
we all was gonna pile on.
Yeah.
Everybody was gonna pile
on. I saw that one meme that Eric put up there with the Thomas Tank.
Right. Man, Jordan Howard, 62 yards and a touchdown. Carson Wentz had 189 yards and 1 TD. Look, man, I don't care. Look, the Eagles are winning. Whatever. The Eagles are winning. And if Green Bay can hold on to this lead, it's 34-24 with 2 minutes left. If Green Bay can hold on to this, that'll be great for the Eagles. That'll be 2 losses in a row for Dallas. And they'll be sitting at 3-2 with the Eagles. So, hey, whatever. Let's get it in.
After all that trash talking y'all Eagles fans were doing.
Right. All right, man. So let's do this. Let's hold on. Let me bring this back up here. I think I had it and I lost it because I want to try to hit some of these scores here. All right, hold on. All right. So let's go ahead and go over some of these scores here before we get out and Coach Hall comes on at 8:00. So Eli, get your hands ready on the buttons and all that kind of stuff.
I got them ready, baby.
All right, here we go. First score on the books. Mentor beats Solon 41-7.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Not sure why you picked me. I'm just not sure.
I messed up on that.
I'm just not sure. Kinston, shout out Kinston, man. Kinston beats Willoughby South 37-21. Euclid and Strongsville. It was a good one, man, between Euclid and Strongsville. Look, Strongsville is they play tough. They're competitive every single week. Every single week, Strongsville is competitive. Euclid beats Strongsville 21-14. Ew. Avon beats Westlake 62-0.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Yikes, Westlake.
Run that clock.
Yikes. Keep your hand on the button. Avon Lake over Amherst, 35-0.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Don't take your hand off the button. Orange, I tried, man. I tried Orange. Perry beats Orange 71-20.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Stay right there, Eli. Aurora over Kent Roosevelt, 41-0.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Kirtland beats Cardinal 56-0.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
I'm full. Stop it.
Right. Shout out Mayfield. Mayfield over Madison, 34-7.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
This score warms my heart as the other one that picks Wadsworth. Wadsworth over Stowe, 56-23.
You got barbecue back there,
Man,
and you didn't invite me.
Barberton over Copley, 38-0.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Elyria, come on now. Medina over Elyria, 56-0.
Hold on.
Yeah.
And
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Now, finally, a normal score. Cleveland Heights beats Lorraine, 35-28. And a good one, man. Brunswick beats Shaker in a close game. Brunswick 21, Shaker 18. Olmsted Falls beats Lakewood 42-14. Yeah, you can.
Oh, my bad.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Brecksville, man. Shout out Brecksville. Brecksville over Cuyahoga Falls, 62-20.
oh,
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Streetsboro over Norton, 44-0.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Chardon beats Brush, 52-21.
good
You
job.
got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
We will be talking to the head coach of the Brush Arcs here in just a little bit. Maple beats Bedford 16-6.
Wait, what?
Maple beats Bedford 16-6.
Oh, come on now.
Another score that warms my heart because I was the only one to pick the dub. Warrensville beats Shaw 12-6. Let's see what else we got here. We'll do a couple more and then we got to get out so we get back for Coach Hall. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's stop right here. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll do a few more. Wait for Coach Hall to call us at 8 o'clock. So let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll get out, come back, and be ready for Coach Hall. Eli, what's the name of the song?
The name of the song is called Set Up by DJ Hopper. This is the Quad Brothers Sports Show on One Unit Media Network.
Coach Hall from Brush coming up at 8 o'clock.
Broken complex.
to the show. Coach Edmond Hall from the Brush Arcs coming up in about 5 minutes. So let's get back to some of these scores. We left off at Warrensville Heights. Yeah, the Dub beating Shaw 12-6. I called that one. Hey, man, don't hate. Don't hate. I called that one, baby.
Okay.
Called that one.
Yeah, okay. They won't get another win.
Okay. Let me say that now. Let's jump to the Senate, man. John Marshall. Shout out. John Marshall is 4-2 in the Senate League. Just saying. They're 4-2. Now, I know the Senate League, usually there's only one team that does anything of substance in the Senate, but John Marshall is 4-2, and they got a big one coming up at Glenville, I believe, this Friday. They beat Collinwood 26-14. Let's see. We'll do a couple more here. North Royalton. Shout out Joey Marasek and the North Royalton Bears. They beat Twinsburg 34-14.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Riverside beats Eastlake North 31-14.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Phil.
Don't go there. I don't want to hear it.
Canfield beats JFK 34-0.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Canfield?
I don't even. Who?
Canfield is Southern Ohio. That's like past Canton.
Oh, okay.
Down around that way. Shout out to the Maslin Tigers. Maslin over Austin Town Fitch 55-7.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Hey, man, shout out to Lutheran West. Lutheran West beats Berkshire 30-7.
Oh. You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
Boardman beats Garfield Heights 31-14.
Oh, my God.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me.
We'll just drop it right there.
Came here in the 12.
Did they win?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Green Bay. Appreciate you very much.
What's his name? Eli?
Say it.
What, the court jester?
Mm-hmm.
No,
You know what it is.
No.
You know what
Court
it is.
jester?
No,
No.
that'd be King Aaron the 12, baby
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Court jester.
See what happens when the Dallas Cowboys start playing real teams?
They dropped 2 in a row.
Mm-hmm. Play the Saints, play the Packers. It's easy to fatten up on the Dolphins, Redskins, and Giants. Play the Saints, L. Play the Packers, L. And now we are tied for the division lead. Let's go. Let's go. I don't think we play Dallas until later on in the
Yeah,
season.
you guys have a weird schedule. Like, you guys don't play till like week 13
Yeah, I
or
don't
something.
think we don't play Dallas until. Yeah, let me see. Let me take a look at the Eagles' schedule here. Oh no, we play them in 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
We're
Okay.
at Minnesota and then at Dallas. It's a Sunday night game.
Ooh, can't wait for that game.
You know
October
Minnesota won today.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. No, 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 we don't.
Nobody
Do
worry
you
about
like
Minnesota.
going 8-8, Kurt? Do you like that? Because that's
Right.
what's getting ready to happen
Right.
again.
All right, man. We'll go back to that. Join us right now on the phone line. He's the head coach of the Brush Arcs. His name is Edmond Hall. He joins us right now on the show. Coach Hall, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We're good, man. Thanks for taking time out of the evening to join us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm glad. I like the stuff that you guys are doing. It's pretty cool stuff. Kids talk about it, so I just appreciate you guys letting me be a part of it.
Oh, no problem at all. So let's jump right into it now. Obviously, this is not the season you anticipated. How do you keep your team focused on getting that first win under your belt?
I mean, so you got to have good leadership and a resilient group, and you know, in keeping things kind of in perspective. We knew going into the season it was going to be a difficult schedule. Right now, it's the fourth hardest schedule in Division II, and you know, our kids just want to attack that challenge. And so each week we have to set up, you know, goals and what we want to do, and of course, win. But I'm telling you, they're learning a lot about their character this year, and kind of doing some of those things.
So now you do have some talented players on your roster. AJ Shorts, Keyshawn Johnson. What do you do as far as like when you are looking to select? I guess do you guys select team captains, and what kind of criteria are you looking at when you select your captains for your team?
Yeah, so our captains at the end of the year, I do exit interviews with everybody, and you know the first captains were kind of selected in like with AJ and John Tez, because you know when we were ending the year, every kid I was like, hey, who do you think is somebody coming up that you would look up to? Who do you think's got the material? And those were names that everybody kind of brought up throughout the whole thing. So those were kind of the start of it, and then it kind of goes into who's going to be consistent over the summer, who's playing, working out the best, who's coming and doing what they have to do, who's also putting a product on the field too.
Right.
And so you kind of go with all those things, and then you kind of get a consensus. And I want it to be kid driven also, because it's stronger when you do that. If I just say, hey, it's this person, kids might go, I don't believe it, or don't, this or that. But these are people that the kids have chosen, and I kind of like to have it that way.
Now, as a head coach, during the course of the season, how do you decide when to really go hard on your players and when you want to lay off a little bit?
I think that's all part of the mentality of it, and that's where the coaching comes in. So we're sitting here taking a look at it. Is it a week that we need to just be focused and get a little bit better with plays and the execution of it, or is it just the effort thing we're not giving? So typically, when I'm talking about being tougher on kids, it's more geared towards effort as opposed to the actual teaching of it. And then you got to know how to read your kids too, because I think a downfall for a lot of coaches, especially places that aren't just perennial football schools. If you're at a perennial football school and they always do well, and it's ingrained with the parents, it's ingrained, like I played here and I played here, and this is what we do. Mm-hmm. You can just have whatever, coach however you want, and it's going to be successful. Places like this in Lorraine, where I was prior, you have to know your kids, and to maximize getting everything out of them, you have to take some time to build a relationship with them. And then I know, with that specific kid, these are times when I need to push him. Well, this isn't a time where he's going to respond to it. So I need to go a different way to get him motivated. So I think that's kind of where it comes, kind of where my mentality goes.
Coach Edmond Hall, the Brush Sharks, is our guest. Now, just to kind of piggyback off of that, when, I guess, just for you personally, when do you get to a point where you as a coach, you trust your players? Just as an example, I'll go back to Super Bowl 52, where Nick Foles asked for the Philly special play at the end of the first half, and Doug Peterson's like, yeah, go ahead and run that. When do you get to a point where you kind of you can trust your players like that? I'm like, okay, can they make suggestions to you and say, Coach, what if we run this and this, that, and the other? Can they do that with you?
Yeah, I think that comes again with the relationship piece, and I want them to be able to approach me. I'm not an unapproachable person. Hey, man, we're going to talk about this. This is your team. I'm very player-led, and it's kind of a shock for a lot of people and the kids, right? And so they're like, what do you mean? We're asking her, what do we want to do? And let's talk about this. What do we feel comfortable with? What would you like to do? And so even last week we go to Chardon. We had talked about, coming out and, we ran double pass to start the game. And even that one was like during the week, and the kids are kind of, getting excited about it. And I'm like, I'm going to leave it up to y'all. Y'all want to do it or not? Knowing that I feel that that's what they're going to choose and that's what they're going to want to be about. And sure enough, we talked about it all week. Hey, we're going to get this play. We're going to work it. We're going to rep it. You guys are going to do it. You're going to be successful, Octavian. You're going to catch that pass. And you kind of talk about some of those things. And, it kind of derives from them, and it's driven from them. And sure enough, they first play the game, run double pass, touchdown, because they all believed. And so, again, to have a really good team, that belief is special. And a part of what you're saying is having kids input or not having kids input. I want them to believe. That doesn't mean that it's go draw some plays up in the dirt during the game. It's just do whatever they want.
Right.
But if I can get them on the same page, and it's not just do this, because that's not necessarily how our kids are going to react. But we can find it. They become better. The program becomes better, and that's what we're trying to build as a program.
Now let me ask you this, because when we're covering games and we're on the sidelines, we hear it. Do you hear parents and fans from the stands? Do you hear that? Do you kind of block that out? You're focusing on the game.
Yeah, I don't hear it too much. I think I learned a long time ago everybody's going to have an opinion no matter what. good, bad, indifferent. I mean, I just when we, the last program that we built in Lorraine, it was people were talking, do this and do that, and the same. You guys aren't good at calling play calls, and then we start winning. Now we're geniuses.
Right.
Nothing changed. We're the same person. We're doing the same thing. We just now have the buy-in and belief and schedules aligned, health aligns for kids. We're staying healthy. All those things happen. And, it's great. I was talking to, Kenston's head coach, and he came over to me and he said, hey, coach, you keep trusting your process and doing what you do. He said, we won state title last year. We're sitting at 5-0, and I still hear stuff from people. Right. So if you can be that good, and I mean, numerous coaches, and do all those things, you're still going to hear it. Right. So since I've heard it when I've been successful, hearing it when we're struggling a little bit, that's the same thing, because it's always going to be there. So it's just you let that get to you. And I can't, because I'm telling my kids not to either.
Would there ever be a point in a season, and I'm just being hypothetical here, where maybe you install a certain offense at the beginning of the season because you think you might have the personnel to run it, and then you realize maybe 4 or 5 games in, maybe I don't have the personnel to run it. Would you change it, or at that point is it too late? You just got to run with it.
That's actually a really good question. So this year, as you probably know, we had some injuries with AJ, our quarterback, and he kind of does things that we don't have another quarterback in our system to do.
Right.
With some of our spread stuff, and so we did have to go some triple option, which is a completely different offense. Now for us, we had practiced it a little bit, and it was kind of in, but it was off on the back burners. And we spent a week of really doing it, and the kids bought in and they enjoyed it. We kind of went with it.
Okay.
So that was an injury, and we ran it for 2 weeks. And it's just tough when you're doing it mid-season, trying to switch up a bunch of things.
Right.
You're just not going to be efficient, because now you're starting back to get the little wrinkles out and doing those. And you want to see what you can, if it's not quite working, how can you alter within what you actually do to make it better? So maybe getting away from, hey, we're just not able to get the ball maybe downfield as much as we want, but we want to stay in these formations. So maybe let's work on a little bit more of our, short game or our screen game. So I think that's probably the better way to go about it.
Okay. In your opinion, Coach Hall, what makes a good head coach?
Oh, so I'm probably different from a lot of people in my ideas, but a good head coach is somebody that inspires young men to become men. And if you can leave them with certain things that are going to make them successful in life, so whether it's with their family or their job, you use football as the vehicle to teach them how to overcome adversity, and they're going to have it. And they get mad when I say things. Well, you're going to have a wife someday. You're going to have a family. You can't just walk away from it when it gets hard.
Right.
You have to keep fighting through it. You got to find a way. Time constraints. You're going to have to put everything together. And we talk about college and this, and so to me, a good head coach, you have to develop men. The winning is but a byproduct of being successful with growing these young men. And for me, that is always going to be number one. It's the most important thing for me and the kids. And am I seeing the development in them? Am I seeing them go from maybe not being able to listen to everything or anybody, and now they are, and they're buying in, and they're seeing it more and more, and then getting them, kind of setting them up, whether it's college or career or whatever they're doing, to leave high school and have a little bit of a plan. So I think that's your job, because you have a lot of influence and influence on the kids. So
can you talk about, Coach, the importance of making sure all of your players are excelling academically as well as on the field?
Yeah. So they go hand in hand, because again, I'm trying to set you up for life. I'm not trying to set you up for football.
Right.
That's such a minute part. I've coached for a long time, and I got kids at Ohio State and kids at Toledo and people in NFL. Coach, so I get it. That's a part, but that's such a small piece of the number of kids I've been around and coached. the majority of them, you're about to go get this degree or you're about to go to your career, and you need to have these skills. And if you're just putting all your eggs into football and you're not caring about the academic side or pushing it off or saying, hey, I'm tired after practice. No, because you're going to be tired in college. You're going to be tired in life. You can't go to work and then come home and not want to take care of the family. You can't, go to school, go to a couple of classes and say, I'm too tired to do the homework. So we got to figure all this out. So showing them, not just putting it in a microcosm, you got to do your homework because you need to grade in that class. No. You have to do the homework because you need to learn how to do things when, out of just the hours of the school day, out of the hours of the work day. You need to learn how to budget your time. You need to learn how to manage a busy schedule and fight through it. So I think that's how I try to teach it and use it.
Having church up in here. All right, Coach. We'll get you out of here on this last question, Coach. When you're done coaching, what do you want your legacy to be?
I think it's funny you say that because I do think about it often, and that's kind of what drives me. And what do you want your legacy to be? I just want it to be that Coach Hall, no matter what, I screwed up, was there for me to kind of help me through it, and that he cared.
Nice.
And that in some part, somehow, that I had a part in developing you to become a great young man or a great man, because you're a young man now.
Right.
So if the legacy was, man, he just always took time for kids, and we just saw a lot of changes in them, and if that's all they ever say, and then I did it. It's okay. Like I'm thrilled. I did what I was supposed to do when I was here. So that would be it.
That's what's up, Coach Hall. Thank you so much for joining us here. We appreciate your support and support of the whole Brush Arcs family, man. And we hope to get out to see you guys this year. And again, man, we can't thank you guys enough. Thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, again, guys, thank you. I know you guys have done some cool stuff on social media, and the kids love it and they're all about it. So now I get to go brag to them. I got to talk to you guys.
Yes,
so
sir.
Thank you, guys.
Hey,
keep up the good work.
Let them know we still support it, man. We still ride with y'all, man. Y'all take care, okay?
I appreciate it, man. We listen, man. We still got 4 more weeks. We're gonna go get them all.
Gotta go get them.
We're gonna keep fighting. So,
all right,
we ain't
Coach.
laying down. We'll talk to you guys.
You got it, man. Take care.
All right.
All right. Coach Edmond Hall, the Brush Arcs, man. That was a great interview. That was a fantastic interview. That was dope.
It was, yes.
Shout out Coach Hall, man. I love coaches like that, man. I'm sure there's a lot of coaches that probably echo Coach Hall sentiments, but man, that's just like when you hear stuff like that from a head coach. Like, look, I'm getting you ready for life, bro. Not football. I'm getting you ready for life, because at the end of your senior year, man, it's time to show and prove. You gotta get out there and make it happen.
And that's what we've been preaching about to these young men and young women. When your high school career is over, you got to make a decision. You're going to go to college or you're going to get a job, I mean, all we trying to do is, preach to you about life. Because we've there. We've all been there.
Absolutely. All of us. We there now. I'm telling you, man, it comes like, hey, you know what the commercials say? Life comes at you fast. Comes at you real quick. That was a dope interview. Shout out Coach Hall, man. Appreciate you very much. All right, so Coach Rich should be coming up here in probably about a minute or so. Coach Rich coming on. We'll get to some of these scores that we from our predictions. So final in Dallas, the Green Bay Packers beat the Dallas Cowboys 34-24.
All hail King Aaron the 12th.
Aaron the 12th. Got it done. Eli.
But he loves 8-8 Kirk Cousins though.
Seriously, like really?
Loves that 8-8.
Mr. 8-8.
You like that?
No.
You like that?
No, we don't.
All right, man. Join us on the phone line. You know what time it is, Coach Riz. Coach, what's going on?
Hey, good evening, gentlemen. Happy Sunday.
You too, man. Hey, Coach, I don't know if you heard it, we just had a fantastic interview with Edmond Hall, head coach at Brush, man. And it just, I don't know, man. Something about when you talk to a coach and you can hear the vision and the plan and for the kids, it's really inspiring, man. And I know you were the same way at Garfield Heights. It was fantastic. If you haven't heard it, Coach, I recommend you go back and listen to it. Fantastic interview with Coach.
Absolutely, I will do that. Absolutely.
All right, so let's get to the real here, Coach. Good news. Your lead has increased. You are now 2 games ahead of everybody. After this week. So, Coach, by virtue of going 12-3, now sits at 58-17. Phil went 12-3, is at 56-19.
Let's go.
I went 13-2, but I am still at 51-24, about 7 games off the pace.
Let me do it. Go ahead and say his record. Let me do it.
Eli went 11-4.
You like that? You like that?
And is at 56-19.
You really thought Solon was gonna beat better?
I thought it was gonna be a shocker. I'm sorry. I thought it was gonna be a shocker.
That messed you up, man. So, so I would like to say, before we go any further, I would like to say that I was the only one that picked Warrensville to beat Shaw. It happened. I was the only one that picked Wadsworth to beat Stowe, and it happened.
But you're still 8 games back, so
whatever. Warrensville, Wadsworth, I got you. All right. So let's get to it. Hold on, let me bring the schedule back up. I sent it to Coach. Coach, man, my bad. This week has been crazy. I sent Coach the games like today. I usually try to send him a couple days
no worries,
ahead.
no worries.
It's crazy. All right, so I'm starting with this one first because we talk about a lot of times how there's really not, for lack of a better term, not a lot of talent in the Senate League. John Marshall sitting at 4-2. John Marshall at Glenville is the first one on the schedule. I will take Glenville, but I think it's going to be a good game. I'll take Glenville. Coach?
I got to see something out of another Senate school. I don't know a ton about them. I know John Marshall guy does a really nice job. Till I see it, I'm going Glenville. Till I see it.
E?
I'm going with the Ville.
Phil, do I have to ask?
No.
No, okay. So we all pick Glenville. Reggie just it's over for
Reg,
you,
Reg is gonna go Glenville.
It's over, Reg, because Reg didn't send his picks in for last week either. But I mean, maybe because there is extenuated circumstances, maybe we'll give him a reprieve because it was extenuated circumstances with Reggie. So maybe Reggie. I ain't saying we guarantee you nothing yet. Maybe. All right. So next up on the schedule, Eastlake North at Madison.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, that is a tough one, man. I'm gonna go against what I would usually do. I'm gonna pick Madison because Madison's at home. I'll take Madison. Eli?
You know what? I'm gonna go with Eastlake North.
Okay, Coach?
I'm gonna go Eastlake North too.
All right, Phil.
The North.
All right, Madison, I need it again. I need you to make it happen. I'm the only one that picked you guys. Valley Forge. See, let's test Coach a little bit. Valley Forge at Garfield.
Ooh.
I'm going to take Garfield, Coach.
I thought you were going to come to me first on that one.
I want to give you extra time to consider.
All right, I'm going to go. This is a tough one for me. I hope I lose this one, but it's a short week. They play Thursday. And this is totally off of. I think Garfield's getting better and better. They're real young. I'm going with a short week. Valley Forge runs a wing T. That's tough to prepare for in 3 days. I'm going Valley Forge just because it's all about the belt at this point in time. But I won't be mad if I lose that one.
Look at that. All right, Eli.
I need to get back in this race, so Valley Forge.
Phil.
Oh, Valley Forge, man.
All right. So that's 3 for Valley Forge, 1 for Garfield. Solon at Euclid. I will take the Panthers. Coach?
You know what? This is my upset of the week. Here's why. Because I think Euclid, like I said last week, if you watched the highlights, I thought Strongsville playing that tight man, and I was watching the highlights. Euclid was running through the secondary. I think Solon is going to be smart. Their defense coordinator does a fantastic job. They're going to keep everything in front of them. And I think Euclid's really good. I think they're just going to have a down week. After being up last week, having a tough one against Strongsville. I know Strongsville's physical, and I'm going to go with Solon in an upset just because I think Solon will keep everything in front of them.
Okay. If you like it, I love it. Eli.
You know what? They let me down. I'm gonna still roll with him. Solon.
Boy, oh boy, Phil.
Give me Euclid.
Okay. All right, that might be the game. That might be the one to decide the belt. This game right here. You never know. We're getting close to the end of the season. Bedford at Cleveland Heights.
Give me Heights.
Yeah, right. I'll take Heights too. Coach?
Yeah, Heights up front. They're pretty good up front, that's for sure.
E.
Rolling with Heights.
All right, so everybody picks Cleveland Heights. I guess I should write Cleveland Heights instead of just Heights. There's lots of Heights out there.
Nah, you know who Heights is.
Yeah.
Speaking of Heights, Shaw at Maple Heights.
Come on, man.
Maple.
Stop it. Thanks, Coach. Exactly. Just go ahead and put all that down.
All right, everybody's down for Maple.
Maple, yep.
All right, everybody down
I've
for
known you
Maple.
guys for a while now. We're all going Maple. Before you guys even talk, I know you guys for a while.
Maple, everybody's going Maple. Oh, we got all Maple. All right. Lorraine at Warrensville.
Oh boy.
Lorraine.
You sure about that, Phil?
Yes.
You really sure about that?
Yes.
All right. Phil takes Lorraine, coach.
Well, I would like to say my former assistant, my receiver coach, Romy Graham, took the job over at Warrensville, and I know he's had a struggle of a year, but I'm very happy for him. So getting that first one is, I texted him this week, enjoy those wins because they're not easy.
Right.
That being said, I want Lorraine.
Enjoy that win, but now take this L. I'm going to take Lorraine as well, Eli.
You know what it is. Lorraine.
No. Since you were so sure, Kev, take Warrensville.
Yeah, go ahead with W.
I'm just saying, man. You know, I was trying to Phil, get up off me, man. All right, so Riverside at Brush. Now, we just talked to Coach Hall. Now, the way Coach Hall, listen, man, like it makes me, you know what?
Don't do it. Do not do it.
Man,
oh boy, he going with a heart
you
pick.
Are so you are
He
too
going with the heart pick.
sentimental for this.
Going to heart pick. Gotta stay away from the heart pick.
Say it with me. Riverside.
Yeah, I'll go Riverside.
Thank you.
Sorry, Coach. All right, Riverside. Coach?
Yeah, I've heard great. I don't know Edmond very well. I've heard some really nice stuff about him. I know they're struggling this year. Riverside's a good football team. I'm going to go Riverside.
Eli?
I'm going after the belt. I'm going Riverside.
Phil,
That's right, man. It's all about the belt.
All about the belt at this point.
I love it.
All right, Phil, I got you down for Riverside. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Villa Angela St. Joe's at Lutheran East. I am taking the Falcons. I'm taking Lutheran East. Phil?
Lutheran.
Coach?
I think it's going to be a really good game. I'm going to go with Lutheran East. I'm going to go with them. They got me in the West East Lutheran West game. They got me. So I'm going to go Lutheran East.
Eli?
I own one.
Give me the Lou.
All right. Here's one that really interests me, believe it or not. Willoughby South at Mayfield.
Give me Mayfield.
Man, I'm Coach, I'm going to let you go first.
Well, Willoughby South's a good football team. They played some good football this year. I think Ross over at Ben Air over at Mayfield does a really, really good job. I think it's at Mayfield.
It's at Mayfield.
Yeah, I'm going to go Mayfield. I think that home field advantage is going to help. I think that's going to be a good football game, though. But I'm going to go Mayfield.
Eli.
You know what? I love the student section out in Mayfield. They are like awesome out there, and if it's at home, then Mayfield got the advantage.
Okay, so Eli's going Mayfield.
Oh my God.
You know what?
Go ahead, do it.
I'm going Willoughby South. I got to look,
Not a
man.
bad pick.
Desperate times
That's a
call for
toss-up.
desperate
That's not a bad
measures.
pick.
I'm just saying. I'm 7 games off, bruh. I got to catch up. Hudson at North Royalton.
Ooh.
I'm going to go Hudson. Coach?
I'm going to go. I thought Julie does a great job on North Royalton. I don't know. I thought they'd be better than they are this year. I know they're 4-2. They're doing well. But their quarterback is good.
Marasek, yes, sir.
Yeah, he's a good football player. Hudson. They're always pretty good. I'm gonna go Hudson.
All right, Eli
I'm gonna go Hudson.
and Phil.
Hudson.
All right, so that's Hudson across the board. Youngstown Cheney at University. I just had to throw that one in to see if I can throw y'all off.
You trying to make up some ground, ain't you?
Man. You know what? I'm gonna go Cheney.
Give me Cheney.
Coach?
I tell you what, it is hard to play at US. It's a different atmosphere over there in the afternoon. It's a tough gig. But Cheney's hung with some good teams and beaten some good teams this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think their speed's gonna. I'm gonna go Cheney. I think their speed's gonna get them. They kind of remind me of Maple. They're a fast, good football team.
All right, Eli.
I'm going with Cheney.
All right. Avon at North Olmsted.
Ooh.
Right. I am going to take Avon. Coach?
Avon.
Eli.
Avon.
Phil.
Avon.
All right. Shaker at Elyria. Look, man, all I'm saying is one of the parents from Elyria, Mr. Lowry, we love him. They've been supporting us from day one. And it's always love. It'll always be love. He told us, this is what he said to us. Come to the Shaker game. We are going to blow Shaker out. Those were his words. That being said, I will take Shaker Heights. Coach.
I got to tell you, Cully's one of my favorite guys over there. He's literally one of my favorite guys over the last 20 years. We've had just a fantastic relationship. I know he's going to get it going. I think it's going to take some time, though. I think Shaker hung in there with a pretty good Brunswick team.
Mm-hmm.
Brunswick had to score late. I'm going to go Shaker.
All right, Eli?
Shaker.
Phil, I don't even got to ask. You already know.
Thank you.
All right,
Glad you know
last
me.
one on the schedule. You know what it is. The Holy War early this year. Iggy at Eds.
Give me Iggy.
Phil's taking Iggy. Coach, what about you?
Well, this one's for my dad. My dad's even though I wanted it to help, my dad's a '64 Hall of Famer at Eds.
Okay.
And that's he's a '64 Hall of Famer from St. Ed. So I'm going Eds all the way.
All right, Eli.
Iggy.
Stop picking with me. Stop picking after me. God.
And I will take Eds.
God.
I'll take Eds, man. I don't know what's going on with Iggy, especially like, and no disrespect to them, but man, losing like they did to Football North, like that was like a 41-0 game. Like I don't understand what was going on in that game. So I'm gonna take Eds. So that'll do it for the picks.
Can I change my pick?
No, sir, you cannot.
Tired of him picking with me, Kev. I'm tired of this.
No changing. So now we're gonna go to and I'm sorry, you guys. I thought I was gonna be able to sit down and tally up the NFL scores. I haven't. So we're just gonna keep picking them. But we'll do our NFL picks real quick. Listen, Coach, and let me just get your personal opinion. Now, they started off 3-0. They mean the Dallas Cowboys. They got fat off the Dolphins, Giants, and Washington, and now they played the Saints and Packers, two decent to good football teams. And were the Cowboys just exposed?
I don't think so. That's why NFL is so good. Those guys are so good. I mean, each and every week. You look at those spreads; they're always 3.5 to 4.5. There's never, besides the Patriots, there's never really one past 7.5 points. Those teams are all so good. I think if I'm them, I'm riding Zeke. I mean, that guy is a good running back. He plays really well. I'm not a huge Dak Prescott. I think he's a good football player. I don't think he's a great. I don't think he's a franchise guy in terms of put it on his shoulders.
Right.
But I think they're so good up front, and I don't think they got exposed. I think Aaron Rodgers is pretty special, and I think the Saints are pretty tough. So I don't. We'll know more obviously in the next couple weeks, but no, I don't think so. I think they're a good football team. I think they stick to running the ball and play action and things like that. But I don't think so. Not yet.
Coach, what was that? You said Aaron Rodgers was what?
Aaron Rodgers, pretty good quarterback.
That'd be King Aaron the 12th. Right.
What, the court jester?
Okay. Eli, you gonna start disrespecting that man? I'm just telling you.
As
that
soon as that
right
man
now.
paid me back my $100 for I lost on his.
No, that's you for betting against him. Why would you bet against? He was good at California. Why would you bet against him?
All right, okay.
I was about to say he was balling in Cal. I don't know what you were thinking.
Right. All right. Let's get to the scores. Let's get to the schedule for next week. Giants at New England. That's a Thursday night game. How in the hell did the New York Giants get a Thursday night game? So Giants at Patriots. Man, listen, it's the Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots. Coach?
Patriots.
Eli?
Patriots.
Phil, I ain't even got to ask you. I know. How did the How did the Giants get a Thursday night? Okay.
New York.
I guess so. Oh, Panthers at the Buccaneers. This one is in London. So that'll be a 9:30 a.m. start time if you're willing to get
I
up.
hate those games.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense did absolutely jack for me today. They got me one stinking point. I'm going with the Carolina Panthers. Eli.
Cam. Cam.
Coach?
Panthers.
All right, Phil?
Panthers.
All right. Washington at 0-5. This is the Suck Bowl. Washington 0-5 at Miami 0-4. Right,
Tie.
exactly, Coach. Exactly. Only because I hate them. Hate's a strong word. I despise them. I despise Washington. I will go with Miami with this.
You go pick 'em
Miami
with
gets
your
their
heart
first
again.
win. Nah, it don't really count. Miami gets their first win. I'm taking Miami. Phil?
Washington.
Coach?
Washington's bad, but Dolphins are an extra special type of bad right now. I'm going to go Washington.
All right. Eli?
Washington.
Yeah, they are extra special type of bad. Saints at Jacksonville. I'm going with New Orleans. Coach?
I like Saints.
Eli?
Who that nation?
Phil?
Give me the Jags.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. You got fireworks going on out there?
Yeah.
Oh, somewhere going on. Okay. Cincinnati at 0-5 as well. At Baltimore, I think Baltimore gets back on the horse. I'm taking the Ravens. Coach?
Ravens.
Eli?
Ravens.
Phil?
The Ravens.
Okay. Ooh, here's a good one. Houston at Kansas City.
Ooh.
Right. I say Deshaun Watson's going to go into Arrowhead and lead the Texans to a win. I will take Houston. Coach?
I'm simply because it's at Kansas City. I think that's a toss-up, but just because it's at home. NFL seems to be – those home field advantages in NFL are something else.
Right. All right, Eli?
I'm going with Kansas City.
And Phil?
Houston.
Here's another good one. 49ers at the Rams.
Ooh.
Man, I wish I could wait and see how the 49ers play tomorrow night before I make my decision, but I'm going to go ahead and pick the Rams. Coach?
You talk about getting like exposure. I think the Rams are getting exposed a little bit. I think he was like they're catching on to his fly sweeps and all that kind of stuff he does. Not that they won't do some more stuff, but I think they got exposed a little bit. I think they're going to bounce back. I like the Rams, but I think the Rams they're going to have to change what they do a little bit. People are starting to catch on a little bit.
All right.
Still like the Rams though.
All right, Eli?
I'm going San Francisco.
And Phil?
Give me the Rams then.
Titans at Broncos. I'm going to go with Tennessee. Coach?
Once again, I'm toss-up game for me. I always take the toss-up. I always go home. I'm going Broncos at home.
All right. Eli?
Super Mariota.
And Phil?
Marcus is terrible. Give me the Broncos.
Okay. Cowboys at the Jets. I hate to do it, but I will take Dallas. Coach?
Got to be Dallas.
Eli?
How about them Cowboys?
Phil?
Dallas.
Steelers at the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday night. I will take Phillip Rivers and the Chargers, especially now that Mason Rudolph. That was a scary the injury of Mason Rudolph. So I'll take the Chargers. Coach?
Chargers, third-string quarterback stuff in the NFL. I'm going Chargers.
All right. Phil?
Chargers.
And Eli?
Chargers.
All right. So the Monday night game. The Lions at the Green Bay Packers. If it was in Detroit, I might actually pick the Lions because the Lions always play Green Bay tough at home. But this is at Lambeau. I will take Green Bay. Coach, what say you?
It's good synopsis there. At home, they're tough, and I'm going to go Packers.
All right, Eli?
Detroit.
You just messed up. Phil?
Give me the Packers. He said it so quickly and with such conviction. Detroit.
Man, you got to stop hating on Aaron Rodgers, man. You got to stop that. All right, you know I saved the last one. And Coach, I'm not even going to ask you. Seahawks at the Browns. I already know which way you're going, Coach. I'm going to just put you down with the Browns.
You got it, man. No belt on the line. I want the Browns. All hard bet.
E.
I'm going with the dog pound, baby.
Phil.
Give me the Seahawks.
I will take Seattle as well. I got to see it, man. I got to see him do something with Russell Wilson. I'm sorry. I got to see it.
I had him beating San Francisco, but I didn't. Seattle's a good team, man. They are a good team.
I mean, so good thing this one don't count. I'm sure we'd have some different picks up here. But.
We definitely would.
All right, man. That's it, Coach. Once again, you know how we feel about you. Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it. And I promise I'm going to tally up these scores. Sometime this week I'm going to find time to sit down and tally up these NFL records. But right now, Coach, you are holding on to a 2-game lead. The belt is sitting here on the table. It's all nice and shiny and pretty. And it might be yours in about 4 weeks, Coach. We'll see.
Nice.
All right, Coach, thanks for coming through. We appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate it, guys. Have a great week. And as always, thanks for having me on.
You got it, man. Have a good one.
You too.
Coach Riz. 4 weeks, man. It might be his. Might be his in 4 weeks. Eli better do something.
Don't worry, I'm coming back.
Better do something. Let me take a look at Eli's picks here. He picked Solon to beat Euclid. That might be your downfall right
Ooh,
there.
come on, Euclid. I need you. I need Euclid. Since he want to pick Iggy with me.
He picked Iggy to beat Eds.
I won't be with you, Phil.
No, don't be with me. Don't be with me. Don't be with me.
Everybody else is pretty much the same. Everybody else is pretty much the same.
I knew Kev and Coach was gonna pick Eds. I knew that's why I picked Iggy. And here you come, jacking it up on the rear. Let me get Iggy.
Oh God, I love it.
So we gonna see. About 4 weeks, Phil, Coach. That belt might be yours, unless I can make a miraculous comeback. I don't think that's happening.
I don't think that belt's staying.
That's not happening. I mean, you might have to give it up, man. Give it to Coach, and then Coach can keep it. It's just like the Stanley Cup. Coach can keep it all season long, and then we'll start off again next year. So Coach can keep it, take it to the family barbecue, whatever you want to do. It'll be yours to do whatever you want.
That belt is staying here.
You better hope so. You down 2 games. You better hope something happens.
Let's go, Euclid.
That might be the down. Might be a down because Coach picked Solon, right? Coach picked Solon.
Yeah,
he did. He picked Solon.
Let's go, Euclid. Come on, Roski.
That might be the one.
Let's go, Roski.
That might be the one. It might be the one to get you out of there.
Get him out of there.
Put the belt around Coach's waist. Might be the one. We'll see. What's going on here?
So, do you think the fireworks are for the Indians making the playoffs or in the play? Oh,
that's right.
That's right.
Aren't the Yankees spanking the Twins at the moment?
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah, they are. I'm not
the
gonna lie.
Twins.
Yeah, they are.
They are
smashing the Twins.
at the moment. Smacking them. Hey man, let's go over some of the NFL scores from today. So let's jump to earlier. The Eagles over the Jets 31-6. Word.
Oh, my
Preach it,
bad.
Carson. No, you ain't got to. You ain't got to do the
Okay.
barbecue. You ain't got to.
Okay.
You ain't got to.
If y'all would have
Right
lost
now,
to the
oh yeah, bro. Right. 9:02 left in the first quarter. The Chiefs lead the Colts 3-0. On Thursday night, Seahawks beat the Rams 30-29. The Patriots beat Washington 33-7.
Do the Patriots ever play anybody?
I mean,
No.
Anybody.
Look at Buffalo. Buffalo over the Titans 14-7.
Super Mario. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay.
What is Buffalo's record? I wonder what Buffalo. You have to see what Buffalo's
I think
record is.
they lost 2 games.
Yeah, Buffalo over Titans 14-7. Saints beat the Bucks 31-24. Texans over the Falcons 53-32.
Thank you, Deshaun. 5 touchdown passes.
Panthers beat the Jaguars 34-27. Oakland 24-21 over the Bears. Look at Oakland. Antonio who?
Yeah.
Look at Oakland.
Yeah, Gruden got them playing good.
In overtime, the Ravens beat the Steelers 26-23. The Cardinals, I told y'all Carlos was getting that win. Cardinals over the Bengals 26-23. Vikings, thank you very much, Minnesota, beat the Giants 28-10. Broncos over the Chargers 20-13. And the game that just ended not too long ago, the Packers beat the Cowboys 34-24.
playing tonight?
Chiefs.
right now. Chiefs and Colts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Colts. Chiefs are leading the Colts 3-0 in the first quarter.
Come on, Marlon Mack. Not that I need.
Not
any
that you
more
need
points.
it. Yeah, right. You don't need it. Sorry, I just got to text my wife. Got to answer that,
What, bring milk home?
Nah, she didn't know. She went to Walmart today.
Oh, yeah?
Walmart on a Sunday is horrible.
Why would you go to
Terrible.
Walmart on a Sunday?
Well, because we had my daughter's party
Okay.
for her birthday. So we had to go to Walmart. She said, "I'm going to go to Walmart to get a couple things."
No, it doesn't happen like that.
Well, I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting. I'm like, all right, look, I'm gonna just find. I found a spot at the end of the parking lot. I'm like, just text me before you come out and let me know what door you're coming out, and I'll come get you. Because I'm not driving. That Walmart parking lot is horrible. It's terrible. And so she said she's gonna get a couple things. I get a text on my phone because you use the card, the bank card, or whatever. The text comes to the phone. $131. I'm like, what in the
Yeah.
But honestly, you can go to Walmart, man, and like buy 15 items, and it'd be $130.
Gina do that crap too. Like
Walmart could be.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Look, this is how bad Walmart is a trap. I have the same exact experience. I went into Walmart. Me and my mother. I took my mother to Walmart.
Yeah.
We went in there for, I think she needed some paper towels, some dish detergent, all that other good stuff. Me, being the stupid person that I am, I walked past the electronics section.
Oh, man.
And what do I happen to see but a 72-inch TV on sale for $350?
And you bought it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
I went ahead. I said I couldn't pay. It was a 72-inch. It's Vizio Smart TV 4K definition. Yeah, I put it on the credit card. I'm not gonna lie.
How long ago was this?
This was like 3 weeks ago or a month
You
ago.
rocking a 72-inch now, huh?
Yeah,
I wish, brother.
yeah.
I wish.
I felt so bad afterwards. I was like, I shouldn't have came in here. I should have just went with my mother straight to the paper towels, straight to the dish, and went on about my business.
Control those urges, man. Got to control those urges. I'm still rocking a 40-inch TV. I'm cool with that.
I'll see. Well, I had a 70-inch in my old apartment, but then I moved to another place and it wouldn't fit, so I sold it. But now I got a house. I was like,
I guess once
nah,
you go
I
to
want
a
another one.
70-inch, like
Yeah,
going back to like a 40-inch, you be like, I can't see nothing.
everything is terrible.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
70 inches, man.
It's amazing.
I bet. You got the Sunday ticket?
Nah.
No.
Oh boy! Like if you got 70, you got something to
You
take.
know I'm not a football
Well, he
guy
got the
like
league
that.
pass.
I got league pass. You know, I love watching the Browns, and occasionally maybe I'll watch a Sunday or Monday night game. I'm not,
Yeah, they're all like that.
but I will sit there when this season starts. I will sit here and I will flip back and forth between these games because I think it's going to be an incredible season.
Not for our team, but
Well, yeah, but
you know, we got Russ in Houston with James Harden.
oh, I can't wait for that. The Lakers,
Together
Anthony
again, the
Davis,
Lakers.
LeBron.
I saw AD look good last night.
Yeah.
He did.
He looked good last night. Bron said, I've been quiet this offseason for a reason.
Here's my thing though, and I find this so funny from everybody. Y'all don't want to play the Warriors come April. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now, because if Klay Thompson comes back healthy after the All-Star break, and it's Klay, it's Steph, it's Draymond plus D'Lo,
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
you don't want to play them come
That's gonna
April.
be real tough.
Don't let them be the 7 or 6 seed. You don't want to do that. The demise of the Warriors dynasty to me is kind of
they're gonna be the number one seed in the West. I'm sorry, they're gonna be the number one seed in the West. They're not.
it's kind of premature to me.
They're gonna be number one seed in the West, and Houston will probably be the second seed in the West.
Oh, nah, you know what? You know who I honestly think is going to be the number one seed in the West?
Who?
The Utah Jazz.
Huh? Houseway?
Really?
Utah Jazz.
Really?
I'm
I
telling
mean,
you.
Utah's not
Utah,
no joke.
Utah has one of the best defensive teams in the league. They got Mike Conley,
Yeah.
who takes the
Oh,
scoring
that's
load.
Oh, yeah, that's
off of-
right. That's right.
Off of Donovan Mitchell. They got Joe Ingles. They added Ilyasova. They're gonna be.
Wow, they did. I didn't know that.
They're gonna be nice.
So wait, what happened to Rubio? Is Rubio out?
Yeah,
of
he's
He
still
went to
there.
Phoenix.
He's still there.
He went to Phoenix.
Rubio. I'm sorry.
He went to
Yeah,
Phoenix.
yeah. Don't nobody care about
I mean, that's an upgrade though.
Rubio to
Mike
Conley. Yeah,
that's an upgrade.
I'm letting you know right now.
And Ilyasova is very underrated.
Because bear in mind, Paul George isn't coming back until at least a couple months into the season.
Right.
You know Kawhi is going to do his load management thing. You know LeBron is going to sit and do his load management thing. AD might sit and do his load management thing.
As they should.
It's going to be a weird season in the West.
Lakers, just get to the playoffs, man. Just
for
get to the
real,
playoffs.
really. It
Just
don't
get to
matter
the
what
playoffs.
seed you are.
And then go hard.
If you got LeBron when his playoff mode activated top, don't matter what seed you are.
Just get to the playoffs and then go hard. Make sure you get to the playoffs, but then go hard.
So I believe now Russ and James Harden, they're going to play.
Get that 4-5 seed though, Lakers. You don't want to start off with the Warriors. Get that 4-5 seed first. Get that don't go too hard, but go hard enough to get that 4-5 seed.
I'll tell you.
You don't want to start with the Golden State Warriors. You don't want to do that. It's going to be a
two
wrap
teams
for you.
that are undervalued in the Western Conference: Denver and Portland.
Denver just doesn't have star power
No, they
for
don't.
me for the postseason.
All right. Hold on. I'm changing the side. I'm going completely off to the side here.
Okay.
Something happened.
No, I want your opinion.
Yeah.
Have you heard the battle and who won it?
Dame
and Shaq.
Dame, clearly, easily.
I don't know,
Easily.
man.
Stop with the whole. Don't do it for entertainment and laugh purposes. Do it for the bars, man.
Dame got bars.
Dame got bars.
I think
over
Dame
Shaq.
Dame got more personal with it, which is fine, which is what you're supposed to do in the battle. Dame got more personal with, but Shaq's wasn't no slouch. Now Shaq, look, I'm gonna say this right now. I remember when Shaq first came out, and people was like, "Oh, Shaq is gonna be rapping." Number one, let's keep it funky. Shaq was the first one, athlete wise, to actually be out there rapping. That was Shaq first. Then Dion did it, but Dion was whack.
They
Dion
all
was
whack.
Shaq was not. No, Shaq is not whack. Go back and listen to that stuff from Shaq. Shaq is not whack.
Listen to the Shaq Fu album.
Hey, it's not whack. Shaq had bars. Shaq could actually rap. He still can rap. His jab at Dame was not corny or Shaq actually had some bars in that one. Now, I think Dame is, if you're talking about athletes who can rap, Dame is probably the best athlete that's ever rapped. Like the guy who's rapping is not his first whatever. Like him being an athlete is first. Dame is probably the best at that. But Shaq's was not weak. Shaq was not whack.
No.
Dame did not blow Shaq out. Shaq's was actually good. Shaq's was good. But as far as rapping and bars, Shaq Ben had bars. Period. Shaq Ben had bars. Even back to 92, 93 when he first came out as a rapper, even though he was bad, Shaq Ben had bars. Go back and listen.
That song? What's up, Doc?
Go back and listen to his bars. Go back and listen to his bars. I'm just saying it wasn't whack. Go back and listen to it.
Dame won.
Dame won, yeah, but I'm just
Flat
saying.
out, yeah.
Listen, he didn't blow Shaq out the water, and Shaq. It wasn't like Shaq was completely corny and whack. Go back and listen to Shaq rap. Listen to the song Shaq did. It's called "I'm Outstanding." Listen to that song. That's on my phone. Listen to that song. Shaq has bars. He's always had bars. Shaq, I believe that besides being Shaq is a student of hip hop. I believe Shaq respects bars. Shaq understands bars. That's why, to me, the fact that Shaq even came at Dame tells me that Shaq is a student of hip hop. If Dame would have just said, "You know what? I'm better than Shaq," I agree. I'll say this is not my original thought. This is what Shannon Sharp said, and I believe it. If Dame would have just said, "I'm better than Shaq," and left it at that, Shaq wouldn't have had nothing. Shaq would have just been like, "All right, cool." But Dame was like, "I'm better than Shaq," and people heard Shaq, it was just like, "Oh, just Shaq rapping." And then Shaq was like, "Oh, no, I can't." And then hip hop, I think that the hip hop, the hip hop historian in Shaq came out, was like, "Nah, I can't let this slide. I gotta come out. I gotta try to diss him because I just feel like he just dissed me. So I gotta diss him the way I'm supposed to, and I gotta hit him with some bars. And Shaq's bars was not bad. I might be in the minority. Shaq is not a bad rapper to me. That's just me. I think Shaq is he the most lyrical rapper I ever heard? Hell no.
No.
But Shaq is good. I'm sorry. I think Shaq has bars. That's just me. Dame is much better. Not much better. I wouldn't say it's much better. Dame is better, but he's not towering over it. He's not.
Dame towers over the entire NBA.
No, that's not saying much though. Yeah,
Everybody.
That's not saying much.
All of you.
That ain't saying much.
Bow down to Dame.
That ain't saying much.
Dame dollars.
But Shaq can rap. Shaq can rap. I'm not gonna sit here and act like Shaq can't rap. Shaq can rap. Shaq got bars. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he doesn't. He does. But
I was listening in the first take and them debate about that. I just had to turn it off.
You know who else had bars back in the day?
Who?
Max Kellerman.
Who?
Max Kellerman.
Max Kellerman used to be a rapper.
Believe it. You
Really?
can YouTube it.
Like literally before he started doing journalists, Max Kellerman was a rapper.
And Max
Get
had
outta here.
bars.
Yes.
Max
Yes.
had bars.
Did not know that.
Yes.
I didn't respect his opinion because it was stupid.
What'd he
because
say?
he said that Shaq won even though Dame had more lyricism. He thought Shaq won because it was funnier and more witty. Get out of here. Get out my
But
face.
now hold on. If one thing Shaq was absolutely spot on, dead on about in his bars, he got more money than Dame. I don't care what kind of contract
Well,
Dame.
yeah.
got.
Well,
Shaq
yeah,
got more
yeah.
money than Dame.
Shaq got
Shaq's
more
money is
Shaq got more money than a
long.
lot of people.
Shaq's money is long, bruh. Shaq money is
That man got so many.
Shaq got-
endorsements and
yeah.
so
Didn't
many
he say
businesses.
Didn't he say like his ex-wife got more money than Dame or
Yeah,
something?
something like that.
It was bad.
I'm telling you, Shaq got some bars, man. She ain't.
Hey,
he
you
ain't-
shaking your head. Shawty got money, man.
Yeah, she do.
She produces that love and hip hop crap. She got money straight off of that.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even know
You
she
not-
produced
Yeah,
that.
You're
yeah.
not gonna ever find Shaq in a top 50.
I'm sorry, not love and hip hop, basketball wise.
Basketball,
Okay,
that's
all
her
right,
show.
all right,
That's
all right,
hers.
all right.
That's hers.
But Shaq got bars. But now, obviously, we all know Dame is better. Dame is a better lyricist than Shaq. I don't think anybody's going to question that. But that didn't stop Shaq from coming that damn. I'm sure Shaq thought.
And I appreciate Shaq for that.
Hey.
Cause I was laughing earlier last year. I can't even remember who the hell that was that came after Dame. Who was that last year that came after Dame? I can't remember who it
I don't
was.
remember either.
That's how bad it was. It was terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, who are you?
Yeah, like you don't want to. Yeah,
You don't want it with that.
No, you don't.
Nobody in the NBA should want
Not
it with
lyrically.
that. Not lyrically. No, not at all.
Kobe trash.
Kobe
Ron
was
Artest
terrible.
trash.
I'm about to say Kobe.
I don't even understand. Kobe, you are a basketball person. Why are you trying to rap? That was Kobe trying to be cool.
And
You know
here's the
Lonzo
thing:
Ball tried to do
Lonzo Ball is trash too.
Yeah, he
And here's the thing with Dame. Dame said Kobe got him them ring. Hold on, bro.
Nah, that's a lie.
Somebody done told you wrong, son.
That's a lie.
No, Kobe didn't get him them ring.
That's a lie.
That's a whole lie.
That's a very big lie. That's
How
an
the
extreme
old
lie.
granny said, "You telling the tale? Stop telling the tale." Shit, Kobe didn't get Shaq them rings. You think Kobe would have got them rings without Shaq? Well, he got one without Shaq, but he had Paul Gasol and all the other kind of stuff, But no, Kobe didn't get Shaq those rings, bro.
No, he
Somebody
got
done
two
told you
without
wrong.
Shaq.
Yeah. I'm just saying, just as a lyricist, yes, we know Dame is better, but Shaq's was good.
And see, now you done got me into something that completely just pissed me off. Can we stop disrespecting Kobe, please? Can y'all?
In what
please-
way?
These people, number 13
On what list?
of all time,
Oh, stop it! Who did that?
Bleacher Report.
No.
They had David Robinson ahead of Kobe Bryant.
Nah, I can't respect that.
David Robinson.
As much as I respect David Robinson, I'm not putting him
And
on, above Kobe on any list.
As much as I love this man, you know I call this man the GOAT, but you know I be playing.
Right.
They had Steph Curry ahead of Kobe Bryant.
Nah, son.
They
No.
had Steph. They literally put Steph
See,
as
this
the
is
10th greatest player of all time.
Stop it. This is the microwave era where no.
And
I'm
you
not-
know I love Steph.
I'm not putting Steph above
You
Kobe. either.
know I love Steph. You know I
Nope.
kid and I poke with you guys when I call him the greatest of all time. How dare
Greatest
you?
shooter of all time
You-
is Steph Curry.
you
Greatest
put-
player? No.
You put Steph Curry
David-
ahead of Kobe Bryant. You
David
put
Robinson?
David Robinson ahead of Kobe Bryant.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. David Robinson would never be ahead of Kobe Bryant on any list that I'd make. Neither will Steph.
Who? What? And then you had the audacity to name 50 players and not name Allen Iverson.
Huh?
Allen Iverson is not on their list.
Stop it.
Allen Iverson is not on their top 50 list. You know who they put? You know who are some of the players they put up against? Paul Gasol. They put Paul Gasol ahead of
Bleacher
Allen
Report.
Iverson.
Stop it.
They put Manu Ginobili ahead of Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson is at least top 20 in the NBA history. At least. Stop it, Bleacher Report.
I couldn't believe it. I could not believe. I was like, "Yo, you guys get paid to write this?"
AI is at least top 20.
We could make a better list than this.
Hell yes.
Absolutely.
Y'all get paid for this?
Allen Iverson is at least top 20 all time. At least. Manu Ginobili. Okay.
Ahead of Allen Iverson.
Sure thing. Whatever you say. They bugging over there at Bleacher Report. That's crazy. Over Allen
Iverson.
No.
Number 1 was, of course, Michael. Number 2 was LeBron.
And that's even debatable.
Number 3 was, I think, Kareem, if I'm not mistaken.
Why do we?
I don't know.
I don't understand. Honestly, I've always said, I've been saying it. I don't understand why we just automatically give that title to Michael Jordan. Look at Kareem's numbers.
I have no idea.
I don't understand why we just automatically give it to Michael Jordan. I really don't.
Because he's 6-0.
Okay.
6 Finals MVPs.
Okay. Just look at Kareem's numbers. Kareem's numbers are comparable or better in some cases than Michael Jordan's. Sorry, it's just what it is. I don't understand why we just give that to Michael Jordan when we shouldn't.
I had some Michael Jordan fan call Kareem a sidekick.
What? Huh? Oh, Lord Jesus.
You know how they get down, Kev. You know how they get down.
Sidekick to who? To Magic?
Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
He was Magic's sidekick.
Kareem was there first, and Kareem was winning championships before Magic got there. Just saying. Your boy said he was gonna call in and call me out on what? What is he gonna call me out? Call me out on what?
I don't know.
That's what I wanted to know. Like, what does Kev need to be called out about? What happened?
Call me out on what, Andy?
I don't know.
Wait. Was Andy gonna call and defend the honor of BG?
Yes.
Stop.
Call for what?
He's gonna call and defend the honor of Bowling Green because he's an alum too.
What honor?
There's no honor in getting beat 52-0, Andy.
Of the Doit?
Hey, don't hate on my boy Andy. He won multiple awards from the AP. He actually is a journalist for the Sandusky Register, though.
That's all
nice.
fine and well.
Yeah.
There's no honor in getting beat 52-0, Andy.
That's nice.
He didn't call.
I know.
Call me out on what?
He'll probably call next week.
Oh, okay.
Probably. Sure.
After what? Another blowout loss by Bowling Green?
I got it. You know what? I'm gonna get him on the show next week.
Do it.
Why? So we can learn the terrible history of Bowling Green football?
Oh my God!
You better hope. Who Bowling Green play? Look up who Bowling Green play next week.
Hey, you know what?
Look it up. Pull the schedule. Let's see who Bowling Green plays next week.
Kent State or something.
Let's see if it's gonna be a W or
It's got to be a
win
MAC
or a loss. Let's
school.
see.
They got to be in the MAC by now.
I would think so. I'm sure they hope so after getting beat down by Notre Dame like that.
I will defend the honor.
Oh, it's against Toledo.
Oh, that's an L.
I mean, they better
Look,
We
you
about to
can't-
win this damn game.
Look, you see how he had the pause?
Mm-hmm.
You see that pause?
I mean,
You see that pause?
that's not a gimmick.
If you were
about?
if you
What
were
you talking
confident,
about?
if you were confident in the matter, you as soon as you looked at the schedule, you said, "Oh yeah, that's a W
This
right
brother
there."
went on Facebook and said, "I smell an upset against Notre Dame." I was like, "Huh? Y'all gonna go into Notre Dame? That would have been the upset of that would have been bigger than Appalachian State beating Michigan in Michigan.
Yeah, it really.
If Bowling Green would have went into Notre Dame and beat Notre Dame,
because at least Appalachian State was a good Division II team. You guys aren't even a good team.
even though you're Division I.
All right, I think we need to get out of here.
You're right. All right, listen.
The Doit.
Andy, I was waiting. I thought Andy was going to call in and
Defend
call
the
me
honor
out.
of the
I
Doit.
was waiting, Andy. I don't know what happened. I was waiting.
He's coming charging at you. How dare you talk about Bowling Green like
really?
that?
Come on, bro. All right, man. Eli, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. So thank you to William Anglin, the quarterback of the Glennsville Tar Butters. Edmund Hall, the head coach of the Brush Arcs. Fantastic interview with both you guys. Thank you so much. And also, Coach Riz, you already know what it is. And Coach Riz holds a 2-game lead for this thing right here.
Let's go, Euclid. Come on, Roski. Get them together, Roski. Let's go.
Sending all kind of positive vibes Solon's way, Eli. That might be your downfall right there. All right, man. So that's going to do for us. For Eli Robinson, for Phil Rucker, for Reggie Logan, my name is Kevin Hanley. Eli, go ahead and take us out.
The name of the song is called Perks by Chucky Beats. This is the Quad Brothers Sports Show on One Unit Media Network.
We'll see y'all next week. Peace.